Good day, Dr.Haslina. And now I'm going to present about the group assignment, and the title is Pocket Herb System Testing. And this is prepared by Group 4. And the members are Chong Mei Yong 254459, and me, Liew Sin Hui 254716, Lim Xin Yi 253982, and Hew Che Hau 254773. My name is Liew Sin Hui, and my metric number is 254716. And now I'm going to present about the introductions. The project involves the development of a pocket herb system developed in JavaScript, PHP, and also HTML. To achieve functional testing, black box testing technique will be employed using the equivalence partitioning method. And now this is the list of system functionalities. For this system, we have three kinds of user, and the first one is customer user. We have about 5 types of functionalities for this user, which is log in, add and edit product in the cart, make payment, check parcel status, and send feedback to admin. Next, we have about 5 functionals for the seller user, which is log in, manage an order from customer, check status of shipping, manage stock, and send feedback to admin. And the last one, we have about 3 kinds of system functionalities for the admin user, which is log in, manage feedback from customer and seller, and update promotion template in customer main page. Now we are going to present about the main functionalities of system. For registrations new user, the important functionalities is identify users to determine the main functionality provided to the particular users, and every user is specified the type of user, and their information is recorded to use in further identifications. And the system risk is user cannot be identified when users attempt to access the system, and credentials of users may be leaking out to hackers if users' information for registration is not secure. And for the sign-in account, important functionalities is identifying users and their types, making account to be secure from preventing unauthorized accessing to system. And the system risk is unauthorized users easily access to system. And the third one is add new product. Important functionalities is allow seller to add product details such as name, brand, prices, and quantity. And the system risk is seller could not specify the product information if there is something need to change, and new product could not be added. And the next one is for the shopping cart checkout. The important functionalities is key in the quantity of items, and the system risk is multiple effort unnecessary to users to buy amount of products. And the last one is delivery details. The important functionalities is key in the important delivery information such as address, and system risk is unknown way to deliver. Now I'm going to present about the test plan. And the first one is the introductions. This document sets forth a testing framework for the pocket herb system. And the test items is front-end, seller, and customer-facing website, and the Internet Explorer, Chrome, Safari, and also Firefox. And the features to be tested is as an admin, we will test the login to the system, update notifications, and log out. As a customer, we will registrations for new customer, log into the system, search product, check out shopping cart, add delivery details, and log out. And as a seller, registrations for new seller, log into the system, add new product, and log out. Now it's about the approach sell new to recording, editing, and debugging of functional tests. For the item pass or fail criteria, if the function does not conform with the requirements document, then the test case will fail. And the test case is considered successful if it has found a certain problem. And for the suspensions, criteria, and resumptions requirements, the testing will only terminate if the system becomes not available. Then, for the test deliverables, is test plan, system testing result, and final report. For the testing task, we'll plan test, design test, implement test, execute test, and evaluate test. And the environmental needs is hardware, Intel, software browser, and testing tools is personal computer XAMPP Selenium IDE. And now as for the responsibilities, the tester is responsible to create test case, conduct functional testing, and also conduct link tests and HTML validations. And for schedule, we use 2 days for our test plan and 20 days for our functional testing results and 25 days for our final report. And for the risks and contingencies, effective analysis of software risk will help to effectively plan and allocate work.
Hi madam, my name is Lim Xin Yi. My metric number is 253982. I would like to continue to present about the test case design. So we totally have 32 test cases, which include customer, seller, and admin. For the first, register username or combination of alphanumeric and more than 6 characters is the valid partition. The recommendation for this is the username must be combination of alphanumeric and more than 6 characters. For the email, user must enter a valid email. Without alliance or without .com is the invalid data. The recommendation is the availability of email should be checked by the email checker. The phone number must be entered in digits. The recommendation is the phone number should have a drop-down menu for users to select the country. Next is the password. More than 6 or equal to 6 characters, and the recommendation is the password should have a combination of characters, numeric, and symbol not less than 6 characters, like the example shown. For the next is the confirm password. It must be the password entered same as before. For login of username, the user must enter the registered username. And this same for password also, the user must enter the password registered, and the search data must be string such as herbal. For the quantity, it must in numbers. Next is the delivery details of recipients. So it must be in a string data such as Lim Xin Yi, and the next address, a combination of string, numeric, and symbols is the valid partition. The recommendation is better to save the user address so that no need to enter the address every time. Next is the contact number. It must in number only. And the registered username is only alphabet or alphanumeric. And for the email is also same as before. User must enter a valid email, and the company name is only alphabet or alphanumeric for the valid partition. For address of company, the valid partition is a combination of string, numeric value, and symbol. For the phone number, is only for number, is not valid for negative number or a combination of alphanumeric or symbol or blank space. For the next is password, is same as before, more than or equal to 6 characters. The confirm password, user must enter the same password, and the next is login of username and password. The user must enter the same registered username and password. Next is add new product of product title. It must be in a string value, such as daily vitamin tablets, and the product brands also must be in a string value, such as Himalaya. The product price must in a number and a decimal price. For the product quantity, the user must enter in a number only. For product description, the data must be in a string value. Numeric values and special characters is an invalid partition. And the product keywords also must be in an alphabet, for example, health. For the seller name, it must be alphanumeric and not less than 6 characters. For the login ID admin. It must be alphanumeric, such as Chong Mei 8888, and the next is password. It must more than or equal to 6 characters. For the update notification title must be in a string value such as hot promotion, and the last notification description also must be in a string value. So here is the 32 test case of the system. Now I would like to pass to my next member to continue the presentation. Thank you.
So my name is Hew Che Hau, my matric number 2547773. So I'm going to present my part, which is the test case design with IEE template, which we transfer our test case design to our test case to more, the format is more standard with the IEE template. So this we can see, we can look, this is the former standard format for the test case design IE template, and we can see the top most we have test ID, which is the unique ID for each test case. So we can identify the type of the test we want to test. For example, this is EC001 and the test case discretion, which is the function we're going to test. And we have the test case name is created by the the tester, and the tester name is also have to be shown. And we have the pre-requires before we going to test the functions. And we have our right side, we have the test data, and sorry, we above we have the that tester, which is the that we test, and the execute test case execute, which mean the pass fail or not execute. And the below we have the test data, which we going to try which is our input for the for the tester to interrupt the system to test. And we had the test scenario. For example, this test case is verifying on entering a valid data. So we have the next we have the state, and we have identified each state deduced and the expected results, and we compare to the actual which mean the expected result you need to the tester will proceed the test. We come up with the actual result compared to the expected outcomes, and we just determine whether this test case is a pass, fail, or not execute or suspended. So for example, the step which is navigated to the HTTP localhost header user login.php, and we have the expected result, which is the site should open. So the actual result is the tester we going have tried and test is expected. Yes, that is make the expected results outcome, and so on. We have choose user type, and the valid email, which is a bit enable to enter the username yes as expected. So we just try each state, and we use the test data at the above the right side here, and we just input this data with the state, and we test every function every stage. So we just get the results. And the valid partitions, this is we use the like the valid and the invalid partitions. So the tester will know the valid partition is A to Z, and minimum of 6 characters. and the test data we use the above also, and the invariant partition like string is cannot be entered, and the test data for example is Hew is cannot be entered. Like this below state is uh do with the first no first but is the valid partition is used where the tester is used to see the valid partitions can be tested or not and true or not. So this is another the test case we have generated. And for example, this question, this is the login functionality test with username and the password we're going to test. And we also have the prerequisite which must be fulfilled or reach this condition, and only we can test. And we have the test data we have provided, and we going to step by step. And we have below we have also have the valid partition and the invalid partition. And the valid partition we have provided we have the test data here, and also invalid partition we also have the test data. This is another is example test case we have created, and so on. So the total test case with IE template we have created is 8. That's all for me. Thank you.
My name is Chong Mei Yong, metric number 254459, and now I will be present about the testing report and the recommendation for the system. First, we will talk about the result of the selenium. By performing the selenium, we will demo the step first, then run the system on the selenium and get the result. Here is the first function has been tested, which is the register in user side. As shown in the picture, there are all the steps here, and it shows that this function was get a result of success as without any error. The next is the login part. As we can see that the login part has also get the result of success. The user are able to click the text field, input the username and the password, and also log into the system. Then it's about the search product function. The user need to log into the system, then click on the search text box, and then key in the keywords of the product, and click on the search button, and based on the result of the selenium, it was running successful in it. For the edit card, as the picture show, all the steps that need to perform in this function are getting the successful result from the selenium. While for the delivery part, it also same as the previous function. It also running successful without any error. The user are able to input all the delivery information and check out the product. For the register for the seller side, which also get the same result as the register function in the user side. It was successful and passed. The user are able to input all the personal information and register for an account. For the add product functions, as shown in the picture, it is running successful in all of the input data function, but it was failed on the upload image function, so that for this function it was not fully successful while running in the test of the selenium, but for the manual testing it was get a pass result. For the last test in selenium was update notification function. The admin are able to key in the notification data and update to the system. So as shown in the picture, we can find that it was get a successful result from the selenium. The next part will be the comparison between the selenium and the manual testing. After we do both of the testing, we found that in the selenium, the image and the file are not allowed to upload from the computer, but for the manual testing are allowed to. Selenium are faster than the manual testing, but manual testing are allowed to run randomly, but selenium are not. Testers are required the programming knowledge to perform the selenium testing, but for manual testing is not required. Selenium requires less complex test execution setup, but for manual testing needs to have more straightforward test execution setup. Then will be the pros and cons of the selenium testing. The pros are selenium does not restrict QA choice of reporting tools, building system, or any other aspect of their testing framework. It also supports on web application, able to run under multiple browsers and free to download for everyone. While for the cons, does not support sharing tests and results and don't have the test management facility. It also not allowed to run in parallel and despite the acceptance of other test script language. For the manual testing, the pros are it has an automatic test and it costs efficient for tests, and manual testing on UI are more effectively and UX can only evaluate by human tester. While for the cons, they are inefficient on the code coverage. It also may lead to inconsistent in reason of human error. Human resources are more expensive and large number of users configuration are hard to accomplish manually. The last part is about the recommendation for improvement. The input error message should prompt to the users and also show the hints input to avoid any inconvenience brings to the user. User identification should require more credentials to secure the user account, which is about the user data and the information. That's all for the presentation from Group 4. Thank you.